Have you ever used an Osmo Action chest strap mount and found this a little bit too low? I know I have, and here are some different examples of when the footage was just a little bit too low.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Well, I've got the answer to your problem, and that is a neck mount. In this video, I'm going to compare the DJI Neck Mount, which I bought myself, and the Telesin Neck Mount, which they sent me for a review. And if you're a new viewer coming in, you should know that I do only honest reviews. I do thorough tests to make sure that I am confident in anything which I present to you. I actually found something that surprised me, so stay tuned for that. But before we start the test, what are the differences between these two products, because they're nearly identical? Now it's pretty straightforward. Both of these go onto your neck and they're intended to carry the Osmo Action or any sort of action camera. But with Telesin, they also give you one extra phone mount holder. The other difference is with the Telesin one, it actually comes with these love handles that you can attach a safety rope onto. They also have a different means of securing the neck mount. With DJI, we have this geometrical, like anomaly type shape.
It's a bloody... Why isn't this going in? This is a blood... Oh, I got... There we go.
And with Telesin, they have a basic circular connection. And they also have a different position for unlocking the mount. On DJI, they put it towards your chest, and with Telesin, they put it on top. My personal preference is the way which Telesin has done it, but there's no problem with the way DJI have done it. I've never found it accidentally unlocking against your chest. And with Telesin, they've added this silicone rubbery thing which comes in contact with your chest. Whereas with DJI, it'll be hard plastic. And of course, they have different pricing. That's in the Aussie dollar, by the way. Now overall, build-wise, there's only minor differences between the two. But when it comes to experience, I would argue there's a bigger difference there. As an avid human, I tested out these two neck mounts when I went on a hike and I was trying to capture some naked birds going home after a hard day's work. So this is what I found. For comfort, they have a slightly different texture where...
They feel the same, to be honest. This one feels a little bit more rubbery. This one feels more matte and smooth.
However, I found no difference in comfort when we're out and about, and that's because your clothes sort of act as padding and you don't even notice the texture. Even with Telesin, I like what they've done with that silicone padding, but in reality, there is no difference when it comes to comfort. Now, when it comes to footage, I find that there's no real difference between the two side by side. And let's take a look at it full screen. This is the DJI Neck Mount. This is the Telesin Neck Mount. Same, eh? What I found, and quite obvious, is when you run, it makes a big difference. On the DJI Neck Mount, they don't have that safety strap, so it swings back and forth.
Try jumping up and down.
Yeah, that's no good.
Whereas with the Telesin, that safety strap honestly makes such a big difference. And here is a comparison between the two mounts. This is the DJI Neck Mount, this is the Telesin Neck Mount. So from a side-by-side comparison, I've got to hand it to Telesin. Since you're here, please take this time to subscribe! I spend a lot of time filming, editing, and putting the voiceover, and the cherry on top for me is knowing that I help you make a better consumer decision, or you were able to laugh at my expense, one or the other. Also, there's not much more value I can add from the phone department, as it holds the same benefits as previously mentioned.
And for the removal of the phone mount,
Oh! I'm not sure if it's because I have a skin, but the sticky residue stayed on there.
look at this.
So it does come off easily. However, when I was testing the phone mount, I was really surprised because I had a stroke of genius. All you gotta do is flip this thing upside down, and when you mount it, you get a very similar field of view as you would the Osmo Action body mount. The one thing that the neck mount doesn't cover is with the Osmo Action, what you can do if you have a second person there is simply swap the front to the back, so that way you can get the shots from the rear much easier. Now of course, not only can you do this with the Telesin mount, you can also do it with the DJI mount. But that extra contact point from the safety straps really make a difference in stability. Quick test. This is the footage when I was using the DJI Chest Mount.
And this is the footage when I was using the Telesin Neck Mount. And this is the DJI Neck Mount. I'm shocked at how well that stabilization works. But the bumping on the chest?
Yeah, this is no good. All things considered, this one revelation was mind-blowing to me, cause as a DJI fanboy, I'd pick the Telesin Neck Mount over the DJI Neck Mount and potentially even their chest mount. If you were interested in purchasing the neck mount from Telesin's website, I actually have a coupon code. Use coupon code HANDSOME at checkout for 10% off. Just note that if you use coupon code HANDSOME off, I just like saying that, but if you use it, I do get a small commission off. To close, I would recommend the Telesin Neck Mount. It is cheaper and actually more stable compared to DJI, but I would say you can't go wrong with any option. Handsome!